All right, Coach, you want to just give us some opening statements here?
Well, just a good overall effort. I'm so proud of the players. These two incredible today with both of them had double-doubles. Both had 22 points. I think Ida had 14 rebounds and Barbara had 10. And we said that was one of the important things going in is they get so many second shots. We have to rebound with this team, and they end up getting 10 offensive rebounds. They also averaged 92 points a game, I believe, and defense was important. And I think at the end of regulation, we held them to 69. And our goal is, what did we say, 70? We wanted to hold to?
70.
So, but overtime, they scored more than 70, of course. But I was proud of our defensive effort, and we needed this one to prove that we can play late in games and make plays.
Open up for questions.
Coach, what'd you tell the girls coming out of regulation there? They came out really strong in overtime. What was the final message that?
Well, we just said we have to do it on the defensive end first, and then we ran a play we called 22. We got some success out of that, and these two made some big shots. And Barbara, what was Barbara from the free throw line?
She was perfect.
What was it? 8 for 8. So see down the stretch, if you have shooters like that from the free throw line, that really helps.
Absolutely, yeah. You got a game coming up tomorrow. How does this play into the game tomorrow? Do you still try and forget it and move on, or does this play momentum?
Well, yeah, you have to move on. Hopefully give us some momentum and some confidence. That's one of the things we've been working on this year. And a win like this hopefully give our whole team confidence. And but yeah, tomorrow, again, it's another good team. They're big, and we just have to rebound again tomorrow, but we're looking forward to it.
Barbara, this may have been arguably you guys' best team as a collective effort tonight, though, this season. Talk about being able to win a game like this against a team that was unbeaten.
We really proud of the team. I think we did a really good game. I got to do good work as a team. Nothing like we've been working on like all week about like this tournament to get these two home games, and nothing like we just show up and then tomorrow is another game, and every game we have to show everything that we're doing in practice.
Ida, you guys really were executing down the stretch when it got to crunch time. Talk about that. You had a couple baskets off glass that were really, really key. Talk about that.
Yeah, I think we executed offense. We did what we were supposed to do, and we shared the ball well, and we just were lucky to knock down the shots in crunch time.
Coach, there was a stretch there late in the game, fourth quarter, where they got about 7 or 8 field goals in a row. You just could not get a stop. And you were lucky to hang in that game until that time because you were committing a couple turnovers too, so you kind of let them get back in it. You finally got one when you got the lead. Talk about how big that stretch was and then finally getting that defensive stop.
Yeah, we tell our players that good teams usually have runs. And they had a run, I think it was like an 8-0 run at one point. And but then I think we hit a big shot to stop their run. But no, and turnovers have been a problem for us, and we wanted to keep it under 20. I think we were under 20 during regulation, but we ended up with 21 for the game. But that's one of the things we have to work on is take care of the ball a little bit better. But I'm just real proud of this team.
Yeah, you out-rebounded them. You see 33 total rebounds to your 47. Is that something? But obviously, you want to out-rebound a team. But is that something by design that you did differently to try and out-rebound?
Well, that was one of the keys we put on the board. We have to rebound with this team because they're a great offensive rebounding team. And I watched film on them, and just game after game, play after play, they would get second, third shots. And we said if they do that on us, it's going to be a long night. But then these two double-digit rebounding, and they accepted the challenge, and they performed excellently on the boards.
Girls, Steph really had a great game today.
Yes.
Talk about her stepping up and her play today. Ida?
She's just doing everything that a point guard needs to do. She's sharing the ball well. She gets us open. That's like, she had a lot of our assists, because we shot the ball well. But that's more credit to her for giving us the ball at the right.
She just didn't give the time, she's making the team play, and then said this they play how they play, and then that's her work. So she's doing a really good work.
Barbara, is this the best win in the season for you guys at this point? Would you say?
Yes.
And what does this do for your team to win a close game like that? When you can pull it out at the end.
Yeah, that helped us to learn more like to know like together get ready for the season, because the season is like conference game is like more important. Like we have to like try to like with these teams like later like play more like a team.
Ida, finally, just Thanksgiving tournament win. You know, it's always nice to get that, and your first year in this tournament. So, talk about building off that, and you know, doing your own home tournament.
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun to play at home. It's always important. Every game is important, and I think for us now, our confidence can be too high, too low, but we gotta be able to carry it on and turn it over for tomorrow, because we have another important game tomorrow. I think our energy today was really good. I feel like that's something that we can always contribute with, and that's been one of our one of our big emphasis and goals for every game. And if we can continue to do that, we're gonna continue to execute well, and we're gonna keep beating good teams like this, because they're a great team. But today we're with that.
Bill, finally, this tournament obviously probably a little special for you, named after Cesar, your first year in it this year. Talk about, you know, the emotional side of that for you personally, being so close to him.
Well, you know, he was just a great friend and a great mentor for me, and I'm just glad we can play a tournament and win, and a tournament named after Coach Odio.
All right, congrats, guys.
Thank you.